Welcome to the Hotspot. I'm Mary Channell.
I'm Charlie Vann.
Coming to theaters this weekend, The Crazies.
This is going to be, I think, the suspense thriller of the winter. It stars Timothy Olyphant. It's pretty much everybody is crazy.
Right.
They're out of their mind. It's kind of like they have rabies. I think this is going to be very intense.
Yes, I actually really want to see it. I'm not quite sure, like, it kind of reminds me of 28 Days Later and, like, Dawn of the Dead, pretty much.
It's got that zombie thrill to it, but this is a different kind of story.
Right.
These people aren't zombies.
Right.
They're just cuckoo. So I think this is going to be a real thriller.
Also, a movie to look forward to, Alice in Wonderland.
This is going to be interesting. It's Tim Burton. We saw how Tim Burton did with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, how elaborate he made it, how colorful. Johnny Depp is back. He is playing the Mad Hatter, which is going to be very a sight to see.
Right.
Helen Bonham Carter, she's playing the Queen. I'm interested. Michael Sheen, he's the Rabbit, and you see it's going to be done in 3D. You see what they're doing as far as the shapes of the world. This is going to be a thriller in itself too, more of a thrill ride.
Right. I feel like he would actually be able to capture what Alice in Wonderland is supposed to be, because I know Disney had done it, and it pretty much looked like they were like on LSD a little bit. So this actually looks like it's really capturing all the craziness that's in it.
Well, I think if you're going to do an Alice in Wonderland, I think Tim Burton's the right director to do it.
It's really dark, right?
It is dark, which Burton has a tendency to do. He does bring that kind of gothic adventure, and this is probably going to fit well with Alice in Wonderland.
Right, right. I'm really excited.
Well, So You Think You Can Dance has Dallas auditions. So there's going to be Dallas auditions. Very interesting. It's definitely good to see. There's a lot of great dancers here in Dallas, and it's good to see them get put on the map.
Right. Aren't they supposed to be coming on March 10th, right?
I believe so, March 10th. So definitely mark that on your calendar, especially for all you dancers out there. Definitely try out and make Dallas proud.
Right. Also, the YouTube competitions for Obama.
Yes, there is a YouTube competition going on right now. So amateur filmmakers, they're in college. Pretty much what they do is they take an issue that's out there that needs to be addressed for Obama's administration. The winner actually gets to, I believe, flown out and gets to meet with the president, and this is shown in front of the president of their project. So it's kind of like, it's a film festival, but it's based on different topics of what's going on in the world right now as far as crisis and everything.
That is really interesting. Have you heard anything about The Bachelor?
Bachelor wraps up next week, so we'll see who he goes home with. It's been an interesting season. The guy's actually Jake. He's from Dallas, Texas. So
very good looking.
I don't know about
he's
that.
a stud muffin.
He is a pilot.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
So I think this is the first pilot they had on the show, and this is the first Dallas-ite, I could say, to be able to host the show. So next week it wraps up. So.
Right, right. And he was actually in the one before with the Bachelorette.
He was nixed, and he had some hard feelings, and he came back on the whole West deal, West from Austin, you know. A lot of controversy, and I kind of had a feeling they would pick him. So
right. Gamers Fix. Video games are coming out this month. Heavy Rain came out actually yesterday, which it looks really, really cool. I've seen the gameplay, and if you ever played Indigo Prophecy for the original Xbox and the PS2, it's just like that. You pretty much base everything and all your decisions on a button that they tell you to press, and even using your joysticks and everything. And it's so detailed, it's crazy. Like, you have 3 different people that you're actually playing. One of them is a private investigator, and he has asthma, and you see he's having asthma, a little asthma attack. And you even can grab it, like you do a certain button and you grab it and you shake your controller to shake the asthma inhaler thing, and you take it.
Yes, I think I have seen somewhat of this game.
Yeah, a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah.
It had been kidnapped, and they're all trying to figure out who has done it. And so it's this big serial killer that's been doing this for like a few months now, and so it seems really interesting.
Also, God of War 3 is coming out, and this is a highly anticipated game. If you bought District 9, I believe God of War 3 was a demo version was in that DVD collection.
Right.
So this game has been highly talked about, top of the list as far as most anticipated game. Even at VGA's one most anticipated game, the earlier, late 2009, back in December. So I'm interested to see how this game turns out.
Awesome.
We're getting excited. Yeah, Battlefield Bad Company 2 is coming out It is really a season for war games. We saw how Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 did around Christmas time. This one has seemed to be capturing a lot of people's eyes. I've been hearing a lot of good things about this game, and I'm interested to see what this comes out.
Right. There's even funny commercials about them like shooting at the players and making dances out of it. Also, Final Fantasy, it's like Final Fantasy 13, excuse me, is coming out as well, and it looks so good. It's going to be another top of the list, you know, #1.
Well, all the Final Fantasies try to upstage the other, so I expect a completely fun game.
Right. So I'm really excited about that. But a game that you should be checking out and looking into is Alan Wake. This game looks so cool.
It's been talked about for a while. It's a game that has a lot of people on the edge of their seats waiting for. It looks good.
This is actually about a writer that actually does write novels. It's based on a true person. But the story is not, of course, not true. But he has a writer's block, so him and his wife goes off and, you know, to like a cabin or whatever. But he did not realize that this place is like evil. So he went off one day and left his wife home by herself, and she disappears when he gets back. So he's like, I don't know, where is she? Where is she? So he has to go find her, and he ends up figuring out that at night, like, all the evil comes out. So pretty much you have an ally with the light, and that's how you pretty much defeat all these people in this crazy shadows. So it seems incredibly cool, and he has to write a novel about it too.
I like the idea of it. I like the idea. It's different. We haven't seen it before in video games. I think people are going to like this game.
Yes. It's really exciting.
Well, let's move on to some technology talk. There's the source this week. The story is Apple removes adult apps. Yes, folks, adult apps. So no really sexual content on these apps. Yeah, this is a little bit shocking, I think, for some people. What do you think about this, them removing the adult apps?
I can understand how they can feel about this. It can be pretty gross to have the apps on there, you know, like pull out your phone. It's something you should not do around people or even a bus, you know. So I can understand like why it could be, you know.
Do you feel people feel though they're limited on what they're able to do though?
Yeah, because you have the iPhones it's like a computer and a phone, and they're like, well, I can't even look up what I want to do. Yeah. You know, even though it might be kind of like, you know, gross, but it kind of like limits them, and you know, it feels like they're kind of like controlling what they want to see. But the Jobs and the company have reported pulling tons of applications off of there. Pretty much no images of men and women being able to wear bikinis. Like no skin can be shown. Pretty much if you wear really tight tights, like from like an ice skater or something, it's been pulled off. A lot of stuff. It's really crazy, and it's actually like it can be really the audience or the people that actually have the phone are really upset about it. So they're going to lose a lot of customers probably.
I think so too. I think the whole sensory, the whole part of Apple's is supposed to be exciting, adventurous, all these different apps, which are supposed to open a whole bunch of different windows. And with this sensory, I think people are going to feel a little put off.
That's all for now. I'm Mary Channell.
And I'm Charlie Vann.
And you've hit the hot spot.